bro, like forever.
So
it's crazy,
sick,
yeah.
So sick. Like you said, we're talking about how you got here while Free was a coordinator, I believe, or before he was a coordinator. Yeah, before he was a coordinator. So you saw Free get here,
yeah,
and then ultimately become a head coach.
yeah.
What has that kind of been like? How was he as a coordinator, and then how is he as a head coach? How is getting to play for him?
It's funny seeing like him as a coordinator, especially D coordinator versus head coach. Like I remember get into now fights, but like he, obviously didn't like the offense very much, right? Especially when you're talking like fall camp, spring ball.
Yeah.
He loved starting shit with the tight ends as a D coordinator, and then it's funny to see kind of that transition as a head coach, where now I gotta love these guys now, right? So that was just funny to see. I know he used to always get after us as a D coordinator and talk a little shit like he does, right? And then you see him as a head coach, and he's more. He's got to be involved with both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's also cool to see how he's grown. Don't know how much of an offensive mind he was at first, and now can talk about the offense, at will, which I think is pretty cool. To kind of see a coach kind of go through that learning phase of going from defense to now got to tackle all three phases. So it's cool to see that as a player, to see a coach kind of learn as well while you're learning. I think that's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he's done a great job with that.
Yeah, we talked about his at the beginning of the episode. I don't know if we were rolling yet. Kind of we were just sitting here.
Yeah.
We talked about why everybody received him so well whenever he became the head coach, just because of how genuine and authentic he is. I remember before I even got here, seeing the video of him walking in the game locker room. Yeah. Whenever he had got announced the head coach, and just seeing how everybody received him, like it seemed like the hire that everybody wanted, like that everybody on the team wanted. Like y'all were all so happy for him. What does his genuineness and his authenticity, what does that say about him as a man, and how that helped you guys kind of receive him as the new head coach when that hire was made?
I think it just makes it easy to play for a guy like that. Like, I mean, he talks about family, he talks about his own family and these examples that he gives. It makes it, easy to play for a guy who, genuinely cares about you, right? Doesn't just care about you as a football player, but cares about you as a person. And I think his genuineness is kind of what's shaped his, his style of leadership here, where guys are fully bought in because of the fact that they know, he's got your best interest in mind. And I think that's important when any guy on the roster can go up to his office and he'll welcome them in.
Yeah.
I think that's important, and that's something that's rare, right? That's something you don't see everywhere. So when he as a head coach at Notre Dame, by the way, not just some school, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like a celebrity. We were talking about it before. Like he's like a celebrity. It's crazy. But when any guy on the team can go and have a conversation with him, and he knows, your background, where you're from, where you went to school, asks how your parents are doing, that's special. So I think just his personability is what makes him easy to play for. And like I said, kind of seeing that transition of him as a DC to head coach has been cool.
Yeah.